Human behavior is the foundation of cybersecurity and cyber readiness for any organization. This is especially true for small and medium-sized enterprises. Even if you have the latest and greatest technology, if you don't have an educated and informed workforce, if you don't have a culture of cybersecurity, then your organization is vulnerable to human error and to malicious activity. To create a culture of cyber readiness, your organization should focus on the 4 core cyber issues. By implementing and communicating policies that address these issues, your organization can create that foundation of cyber readiness. So, what are the 4 core cyber issues? Issue number 1 is passwords. Cybercriminals know that many people use easy-to-crack passwords, and it's why nearly 4 out of 5 data breaches come from a weak or stolen password. Every character that's added to the length of a password makes a huge difference. An 8-character password can be cracked by a sophisticated hacker in just 8 minutes. But research says that a 12-character password will take that hacker 83 years. Another mistake that people make is to recycle passwords or use a favorite combination that's the same across many accounts. But this just makes it easier for hackers, because once they gain access to one password, they'll have access to many accounts. Don't make it easy for hackers. Use strong and unique passwords across every account, without exception. A strong password is a passphrase that's at least 15 characters. A passphrase is a part of a sentence, such as "Fave vacation Yosemite," or a full sentence, such as "I like basketball." Passphrases are really easy to remember, but really secure. Let's go on to issue number 2, software updates. Software updates are released to provide new features and to fix vulnerabilities that have been found in the software. Each update is released to protect users as quickly as possible from these vulnerabilities. Most softwares have notifications that show up on your device when a new update is available. Cybercriminals know that many people ignore these updates for days, weeks, months at a time. Unpatched vulnerabilities are holes in your defense, and leaving security holes gives attackers easy access. Some of the most devastating cyber attacks in history have targeted known software vulnerabilities, ones that had already been fixed by a software update, but just hadn't been installed by users. Turning on auto updates for your software and devices, and then promptly installing any released software updates helps protect against these attacks. Phishing attacks are email and text messages that are designed to appear legitimate and trick people into clicking on links or sharing sensitive information. Phishing works, and hackers have really clever ways of doing it that are really hard to detect. A phishing email may look like it's coming from your boss, a colleague, or even a vendor that you do business with, like a bank. Hackers count on unsuspecting users to act before they think. Clicking on a link can automatically install malware onto the user's device, which will then exploit and compromise their systems and data. And this is why 91% of all cyber attacks start with phishing. Knowing the red flags to look for and knowing where and what to examine in a message helps strengthen your defenses. Before clicking on a link in an email, always hover over the sender's email address to verify it's legitimate. And if you're suspicious of a message, call the sender to verify that it's legitimate. USBs and removable media are often used to transfer and store information. They're easy and portable, and they're often used by people who are shifting back and forth from a remote environment to an office workplace. But they can also be used to deploy malicious viruses that can compromise a company's entire network. Many people will simply plug in a USB that they find to see what's on it without even considering the danger. And this is why 1 in 3 malware infections originate from infected USBs. The best defense is to stay clear of USBs, and for businesses to have a solid plan in place so employees can make safe decisions regarding removable media. Using cloud storage instead of USBs is the most effective way to ensure that you won't be compromised. Being cyber ready is about having the knowledge and the know-how to make safe decisions. Being cyber ready is also about behavior and making the right ones your default habit. By understanding these core cyber issues and knowing how to best defend against them, you can create a culture of cyber readiness and a more secure ecosystem for your business.